Before this video starts, I'd just like to ask the question, which skin are you guys looking forward to get into max level as quickly as possible, and which stage is it you enjoy most out of that skin? So for example, the Blackheart skin, my favorite stage will be stage 4, so let me know in the comment section down below that. I'll be sure to heart a few of your comments and check out what you guys think is the best stage for each skin and which one you are aiming for to get max as soon as possible. Hey guys, it's Pat. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get max tier/stages on all of your characters very quickly and get max level in Fortnite Battle Royale as quickly as possible. So that would be skins like Blackheart and HYBIRD. You can actually upgrade these fully to a stage where you get a bunch of different XP obviously, and that XP can be applied to gain these new cosmetics, new different items and stuff like that. You know, when you go on your challenges, you can check them out on screen right now, and also with the battle pass as well. I'm going to be mentioning a few tips and tricks on how to get tiers very quickly, but just to clarify guys, I've made videos in the past on season 4, season 5 talking about stuff like this, and I thought, you know, I don't really need to make a video about how to get the battle pass. My little bro who didn't play season 7 at all managed to complete his season 7 battle pass very easily in the last week. So you know, you can do it in the last week, you can push it right to the end if you need to, and if you do happen to have some spare V-bucks lying around, which you will get from the battle pass, you can just buy the 10 tiers and get that battle pass instantly. So it's pretty easy to do. So first thing I want to start off with is daily challenges. These are something you're going to want to be doing every single day. This will help level up your battle pass, which will give you access to better like XP boosters and stuff, and also they come every day, so you can stack up to a maximum of 3. So make sure you log on and get them daily challenges stacked up if you're not going to complete them in the same day. Also, each week grants you a different amount of XP. You can see here the higher week you are, the more XP you're going to get from that week. So you can see some of them go to 10k like week 10, week 9, 9k. One thing to note though, I assume most of you probably aren't going to want the XP that sort of stage. You probably want these skins by week 3, week 4, so you're going to want to do what I'm going to say throughout this video. Okay guys, so the XP for each skin isn't even that much really. Obviously each skin has a certain amount of XP that you need to fully upgrade its styles, with the Blackheart one having 320,000, whereas the other skin, the HYBIRD skin, has 340,000. That's pretty key to note, because obviously if you want to upgrade the Blackheart, you could just stop at 320 and just get the other one like a few days later technically just by playing, or you could concentrate on that 340,000 and get that for the HYBIRD skin. Bear in mind the XP does count towards both of them, so I'd just go for the 340,000 one. But if you just wanted to upgrade the Blackheart skin instead, you know, you could do that. But I do really like the HYBIRD skin because it is kind of like a dragon type skin. It's pretty cool, it's pretty key. I definitely think it's one of the best skins in Fortnite Battle Royale. That's my personal opinion on it anyway. But the next thing I want to talk about with you guys is actually the battle pass. So what's really key about the battle pass is it gives you a different amount of XP depending on what tier you are. Now obviously you can see here I've got 4 random subscribers or 3 random subscribers in the game, and each one will grant me a different friend XP boost. They're all granting 15% at the moment. Obviously it depends on what tier you are, and you can see my character grants 25% to everybody as well, depending on what you bought with your battle pass. If you fully maxed out the battle pass, I recommend playing with people who have also fully maxed out the battle pass, or if you know any friends who have or haven't, you can help them out using your boost. It depends who you play with and stuff. Obviously if you're playing with someone who's fully maxed out the battle pass, who's purchased all tiers, you're going to get a huge XP boost compared to someone who hasn't fully maxed out the battle pass like myself or the subscribers in game. I don't recommend maxing out the battle pass. I think you can easily complete it every single season, and if you max it out then you don't really have anything to aim for, so that's why I don't max out my battle pass. Obviously there's other things to aim for like the XP like we're doing in this video, and other things as well. You know, you can get all the challenges and stuff, and kind of the secret loading screens, secret battle stars and banners, but I feel like the battle pass is the main thing that a lot of people like to aim for. So let's just compare a few different things within the game mode section. I think this is pretty key. So there are currently a bunch of different game modes in game: squads, team rumble, high explosives, 50-50. So what is the best one really to play? And that's something we want to go into right now. So on screen right now you can see the first XP chart for squads, which is probably the one I really want to evaluate the most because it's where I got the most XP. The game lasted roughly 19 minutes, and how it breaks down the XP is pretty key, and this is something you guys want to note and take down, because this is something that you guys probably want to apply to your game. So I play a lot more passive in this game. I'll give you guys some tips and tricks at the end of this video and how you can guarantee yourself either second or first every single time by playing extreme passive. Pretty boring and pretty tedious, but if you enjoy getting XP and you are grinding, this is going to be the best way for you. So survival time was 238, so obviously that's how long you stay alive in the game. If you got one person left at the end, just troll them. If it's 4v1 and they're a noob, if they're a decent player, get them out of the way and get the game over with and get searching for another one. Got an elimination, 50. eliminations 20. You actually only need 1 elimination to get that 70 boost. If you get more eliminations, you don't really grant yourself much XP at all, so I don't recommend going for any more than 1 elimination. Make sure all of your team get an elimination if possible. In this game here, every single member of my team got an elimination. You'll see that later on when I go over the gameplay. I will kind of cut and chop it for you guys so we can get through it pretty quickly. You've also got the Battle Pass bonus there, which was pretty key with the placement. Obviously, placement Victory Royale. If you're getting Victory Royales, your placement's going to be insane. So you're going to get 300 placement, and then the Battle Pass bonus ties in with that, with the entire XP you've earned from in-game. Just gives you an 80% boost on it, and the 30% boost is also applied to your kind of total score as well. That's what it's applied to. It's not applied to the Battle Pass bonus as well. So then bonuses, the yellow XP, is only applied to what you actually earn in game, not your boosted Battle Pass, and then it's added on. It looks like it is, but it's not. The yellow ones are only applied to your total score, not the Battle Pass bonus as well. So interesting stuff there to note. Now we'll take a little look at a Team Rumble game, because this is the huge debate which so many people go on about, and I really want to talk about it because it's really crucial, and for a variety of different players it really can help you out, like honestly. So take a look at the Team Rumble game that I've got on screen for you guys right now. This was a pretty interesting one because I got a variety of different score, and to be honest, the score I got was pretty decent. You can see that I ended up finishing with 18 eliminations. Our team didn't win, which doesn't matter for Team Rumble, but you can see that on the kind of XP chart breakdown, we can see that the survival time was 187. You can't really do much about that in Team Rumble. Eliminations, you got an elimination 50, which is decent. You know, got that elimination. If you get that elimination, you will get that huge boost again, whereas only in squads you also get the same boost 50. So pretty interesting to know that it's the same boost in all game modes. And then obviously the more eliminations you get up to 80. You can see I got 18 eliminations there and only got 80 XP boost for that. If you do that in squads, it's not really worth it because you're not really going to be gaining that much extra. You're gaining an extra 60 XP for gaining a bunch more eliminations. You could just get 1 and gain 20. Obviously in Team Rumble it's a different style of game. You've got respawns. In this game I actually didn't die, which is interesting. It's the background footage. Pretty cool. And then obviously you've got the friend bonus as well and the Battle Pass bonus, which are there, which are in the yellow, which get added onto the total score. If I wasn't playing with anyone, it would have been a little bit pointless this game because I would have been missing out on 48 XP, which isn't really the end of the world, but you know, it's best to play with a team who grant you that XP. And even one of my teammates backed out, which obviously lowered my XP count, but from what I've calculated, I only think you need 1 friend bonus to actually grant you the most XP on it. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but by looking at it, like 15% of that there, of 317 is 47.5. I do that in my head quickly, not 100% sure, but yeah, you got 48, which rounded up to 48 obviously, and that's just 15%, and if both players had 15% bonus, that surely should have been double. So interesting stuff there. Is it only using it from 1 player? I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that friend bonus right there. Something that we can look into in the future. If anyone wants to research that, make sure you put it in the comment section. I'll be sure to pin your comment. Another thing to note as well, comparing this game to the actual Victory Royale game, this is something really interesting you guys have got to consider right now, is the time played. I spent roughly 19 minutes in my game playing the Battle Royale for the Victory Royale, whereas my Team Rumble one, it was roughly about 13 minutes. So there's a 6-minute difference with double XP being gained in the Battle Royale version. The squads Battle Royale, obviously. It's still Battle Royale, but you get what I mean. Team Rumble isn't really Battle Royale. Still is on the Battle Royale map, but to me this doesn't feel like Battle Royale. So let's compare a squads game where I didn't win. I spent about 17-18 minutes playing this squad game right at the end circle. I came third. Our team came third. I didn't get an elimination. We were just playing really stealthy. You can see here on our XP, we only got 658, which was slightly more than the Rumble game, but is it worth spending that extra 6 minutes, say, roughly, or 5 minutes? Is it worth spending that extra time in a squads game to gain that extra like 40-ish XP? Not really, to be honest. I wouldn't do that, and that's what I'm trying to say here. If you are struggling to get them squad victories or second placements in squads with your friends, do consider just playing Team Rumble with them, because it will grant you XP faster if the games are ending quickly in Team Rumble. Most of them do. Say if you get a Team Rumble game which has only got like 8v8 or 10v8, I'd just back out straight away and go for another game and try and get a busy one, because obviously it ends quicker. The busier the game is, the quicker it ends. And if you and your friends get really good at Team Rumble, you'll be able to rush through it. Now, I'm not suggesting playing Team Rumble if you can come first and second near enough 75% of the time. I'd recommend 100% playing squads. But if you are struggling to get that first and second in Fortnite Battle Royale squads, you will definitely be struggling to gain the most XP as fast as possible. So that's where Team Rumble does fit in there to grant yourself that extra XP boost. So let's go and evaluate a game so I can teach you guys how you can gain that easily #1 victory royale very easily, very quickly, just by doing some quick stealthy passive techniques, which I've used so many times in the past. Okay, so the first tip I've got for you guys is letting the battle bus kick you out and then pulling your glider. Teaching your team this will allow you to move to the circle straight away and kind of predict where the circle is going to end. So what I do with my squad is get right to the end, the battle bus kicks us out, and as soon as possible, I was a little bit AFK there for a few seconds, I pull my chute. Then what I start to do is mark where the battle bus came from. I realised that the battle bus came from roughly where the yellow marker was and ended obviously where the red marker is, and that keeps it in mind where people might have dived. So what we do is we glide to the middle of the map, giving us options to go to all 4 corners if possible. So we roughly went over to tilted, kind of just roughly almost in the middle, not 100%. We're slowly getting closer and closer to the middle, kind of debating where we should go. I said the block could be a good location if it's in the circle, and it happens to be in the circle. If it wasn't in the circle, you'd go somewhere else on the edge of the map where you think no one would have landed. Try your best to go somewhere where no one would have landed, hence why I mark where the bus comes in. So once I land at the block, I just loot up, get the gold chest, because obviously it's currently at this block. I don't know if it'll be in future blocks, so I do that and just kind of grab as much loot as possible. So once I've done that, then I decide, you know, what am I going to do next? We know that the circle has arranged itself around this area. Where's it going to go? So I kind of predict, you've got like a 1 in 4 chance really where the circle is going to go if you can predict the next one. So I said to my team, how about we just get to the highest point and hope the circle goes there? And obviously the highest point from here is roughly Haunted Hills. So we decided to run on over to Haunted Hills, have some fun while we're doing it, getting mats, getting good loot, getting ourselves set for the game. We haven't got any kills, we haven't run into any opponents yet, and we've currently got 26 people left in the game. Take away ourselves, that leaves 22 enemies, and we're in a pretty good position. We're in the circle, locating ourselves on the high ground, finding good loot, and kind of getting ready for any battles that we need to fight and win. So that is something that you guys have got to do. Positioning is key. Getting to the circle, just waiting on the high ground in maybe a 1x1 in a house, in a building, just having a peaceful time is what you're going to need to do. It's pretty tedious and boring, but if you can bear with it and grim and bear it, you will definitely get through the XP ranks extremely fast and max out your skins and tiers super quick. So you can see here we're positioning ourselves up to the mountain. I thought we'd have a little bit of fun in this game and grab the cannonball. You know, these sort of things need a little bit of entertainment there and then. You get pretty bored in these sort of games, so what we did is we grabbed the cannonball and just decided to take it up the hill. Anyway, let's skip a little bit further ahead on to the actual gameplay. We've now got on ourselves into a little bit of a fight, just holding the high ground really. All of our team managed to get RPGs. I think 3 of us did anyway, because there was a, what are they called, the slot machines, I've forgotten what, I'm going complete mind blank right there. But anyway, we got them from the machines, we grabbed access to them, and obviously we all have RPGs just by spending 300 stone, and we were in a stone kind of grind area, so we could just absolutely grind out the stone materials and get them to get these RPGs, which just worked out perfectly. So simply we did that, all got RPGs, kind of held the high ground, took the fight to them when they came to us, and just kind of positioned ourselves in perfect positions really to fire RPGs at them, just threaten them to get them away and stuff. And it's just simple plays really, just kind of holding our area, keeping ourselves to the circle. And we predicted the circle. Doesn't always happen, but for the majority of the time you can get yourself on the high ground and predict where the circle is going to move next. And if obviously you've got the high ground, you can use either like glider redeploys, rifts, or anything like that, launch pads to get to the next location a lot easier. Obviously rifts don't really help that much, but launch pad, zip line, anything like that to boost you off to get somewhere a lot easier, it's definitely more useful. As you can see, I've used that launch pad there to get a little bit higher up as well, trying to take the advantage and get some good views, trying to spot where the enemy is. There's only 1 enemy left now, we're trying to pick him off. I see him down there, haven't got really many hits on him, they're just suppressing with grenade launchers, and simply just get a victory royale just by doing that. But simply what we've done to do this is just positioning. It's all about positioning and waiting. If you're going to rush in, or one of your teammates are going to rush in, then you are going to struggle. Keeping all 4 teammates alive to the end is going to help you out so much easier, and also grant them the XP bonus as well. If one of you dies, I just recommend backing out straight away. If you land a location, maybe where there's like 3 or 4 people, or 3 or 4 teams even, so for some reason, and you've not got a weapon, and 2 of your teammates have been downed or eliminated, you may as well just back out and then going again, because they're not going to get the XP and you aren't going to get, well, you are going to get a decent amount of XP, but they aren't. They're going to be sat there wasting valuable time trying to get XP, whereas you could just back out and all jump in again and repeat. It's a pretty boring process, but I recommend doing it if you want to get the max tier. I know a lot of YouTubers do this process. You know, you see them YouTubers who always do, I've unlocked this and then unlock this, and they're like the first people to unlock it. They do this. This is how they do it. They simply just play passively. They may get a few kills at the end on the end circle if they're a decent player. May end up getting like 6 or 7 kills in the last circle. Maybe not that many, 3 or 4 say. And this is just what they do. They just grind this technique over and over and over and over, because it will guarantee them the most XP. It used to be a lot easier with planes. I did it towards the end of season 7 to help out a friend. Obviously now you can't do that because there's no planes. You could position yourself extremely easily if you had a plane. They may end up getting reintroduced. I doubt it. But if they did, just as like a transport vehicle, if any air vehicle got introduced again, this technique works so good with an air vehicle. You can just rotate so easily. Even with some rotation points as well with rifts and stuff, it just works perfectly. I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and it does help you guys level up your skins to the max stages to unlock the max cosmetics and stuff like that. Obviously, it's awesome to say you're one of the first people to unlock them. I'd love to do that as well, but sometimes I just can't 100% grind it all the way. I usually grind it up to a stage that I want. So for example, on the Blackheart skin, I may go for like maybe the 3rd stage, because I really do like that one. You know, the stage 4, it's actually classed as, you know, the stage is kind of the 3rd one on the challenges, but it is classed as stage 4. It's the one where he turns into the skeleton. I'd probably grind to that and then stop grinding, which is 80,000 XP, but you could just casually play the game to unlock that. But if you wanted to be one of the first to unlock it, obviously grind this way and you'll grant yourself that XP. If you're looking for people to play with, remember to comment down below your gamer tag, maybe your battle pass tier that you're up to, your XP boost and your XP bonus, so people can kind of check out where you're at, and then obviously you may be able to add someone down there and play with them, because it'd be awesome to get a squad. It's a lot easier to level up with a squad because you gain that XP bonus. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and once again, this is Postbox Pat signing out.